I'm Kianna. We go by Key for short. So today I want to talk to you about power chords. Power chords are something that you've heard in countless rock songs, whether you knew they were called power chords or knew that they were a power chord. But check it out. This is a power chord. Let's see if it sounds familiar. How about this? All power chords. Right, so they make up so many classic rock songs. So honestly, once you start learning power chords, the world's pretty much yours. You can learn a ton of songs from there. So let's start with some open power chords. An open power chord is just a power chord that has an open string in it. That's all. So our first chord is going to be an E, or an E5. If you're looking up a tab or something, you might see that. And that just means this shape. So check it out. You're going to have an open E, and with your first finger, you're going to put it on the 2nd fret on the A string, or the 5th string. And then with power chords, you only want to play the 2 or 3 strings, depending on the type of power chord that you have notes covering. You typically don't want to have open strings, so you want to leave those out. So you want to just have this low E and this note on the 2nd fret on the A. Get those two. It'll sound like that. How'd it sound? Okay, so that's E, or E5. An E power chord. So then we have A. So same deal. We're going to come over to the A string, or the 5th string. We're going to put our first finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, or the 4th string. Then we're going to play 4 and 5 together. So A, or A5, or an A power chord. So spend some time just going back and forth, making sure they're nice and clean. If you have any sort of like muting like that, I would say make sure your fingers are arched and like the meat of your fingers and hitting the string ahead of it. Like that. So make sure it's nice and arched, thumb on the back. Good. And there's one more power. So those are open power chords, right? Just meaning they have an open string in them. But there's tons of power chords you can play that don't have an open string, where we have a note on each fret. So we're going to learn, so it's E, A, let's learn B. So to play that, we're going to come to our 5th string, or our A string, put our first finger there. On the D string, or the 4th string, we're going to put our 3rd finger. And you always want to have spacing. I know it's tempting to maybe try to do it like that, or maybe the stretch is difficult, let's use the pinky. I'm telling you, a good habit to get started with now is having your fingers ready in each fret, because eventually you want to have your pinky free to do other stuff. Which it's kind of hard to do if your pinky's already, has this job. So this job is suited for this 3rd finger, so let's use that. Alright, so A string, 2nd fret, D string, 4th fret, and just hit those two. So B power chord, B5. Alright, so let's learn a song that has all those. That way we can keep them in our head. Because learning songs is a great way to, like if you learn a new chord, it's like learning a word. It's better if you use it in a sentence, So same with chords and songs. So our first, so let's do I Love Rock and Roll. That's a great one. So if you ever heard that riff, it's by Joan, Jett. I Love Rock and Roll. So if you need to go look it up, go look it up. But I'm sure you've heard it. It's like this. Right? Very famous riff, very classic song. And you know the chords now. So let's do it. So the first chord is just going to be this E 2 times. This E5 chord is E power chord. Okay? Then they're going to add in a note. And since we have our finger spacing ready to go, the finger that's closest to the note we need is this one. That note is going to be on the E string on the 3rd fret. 6th string, 3rd fret. So, and you set your 3rd finger here, and you only play this low E string. Like you don't strum everything, or you don't even strum the A that, the A that you were. You just need that note. So chord, chord, note, So you're going to have 4 of those E's. It's going to be. Then come to the A. So it's going to be 2 A's, 2 B's. So. Yeah, let's do it one more time, slow. And then we're going to catch that same note that we played earlier on our way back to the E. E, 3rd fret, E chord. So the whole thing. Note. Note. So the last time, it's going to cut it in half a little bit. So instead of going, it's going to go, B, note, E. All right. And then it does this little lick. And that's going to be on your 4th string or your D string, 2nd fret. You're going to hit it, just that note. Then open. So note on the 2nd fret, open string. Come to the A, same thing. Note on the 2nd fret, open string. Open. So D2, open, A2, open. That same note we've been playing with our 2nd finger. This E, 3rd fret. And then that E chord. So. There you go. So I love rock and roll. And the rest of the song, it's pretty simple. It has all those same chords. Yeah, so you're ready to go. You got your first rock song.